The grips of an opioid addiction crisis, a different type of drug, maybe kind of slipping in under the radar.
You know, it used to treat everything from pain to mood disorders, and tonight 7 investigator Heather Catallo tells us for some abusers it may be the new oxy.
Instead of prescribing opioids, this drug was thought to be just what the doctor ordered for some patients. But there's a growing body of research uncovering the misuse of it, and now there's even a black market for this popular prescription.
Johnny's, the slang name for a drug being sold cheaply on the streets. We're not talking about cocaine, heroin, or a new opioid. We're talking about the prescription gabapentin. Dr. Joseph Insler, an addiction psychiatrist, says he's seeing it all too often.
Sometimes I've even experienced patients ask me for their Johnny's, and then they'll maybe catch themselves and say, oh, no, I mean gabapentin.
Gabapentin is a widely popular medication. There were 64 million prescriptions for it in the U.S. in 2016, up more than 60% in just 4 years. Experts say gabapentin is beneficial for many, approved by the FDA to treat certain seizure disorders and some types of nerve pain. But doctors also use it for a host of other conditions like insomnia, migraines, and anxiety. So why is it becoming a black market drug?
I think that some individuals may say that they use it to get high, and others may say they use it and get a drowsy effect. So we're talking about euphoria versus sedation.
Dr. Rachel Vickers-Smith wrote her dissertation on the misuse and abuse of gabapentin.
We found a nearly 3,000% increase from 2008 to about 2014 in individuals reporting gabapentin abuse. For the purposes of getting high.
Experts say gabapentin is typically misused by substance abusers who mix it with other drugs. But Dr. Insler says it's also possible for people with legitimate prescriptions to misuse it too.
If somebody is taking excessively high doses or needing early refills.
A growing body of research shows the problem of abuse is clear. A recent New England Journal of Medicine letter also warns that clinicians who are desperate for alternatives to opioids are increasingly prescribing gabapentin, and that evidence suggests that some patients misuse, abuse, or divert gabapentin.
I think that's why it's really important to get out the message.
We searched online and easily found people talking about using Johnny's or others trying to get the word out about the abuse. Gabapentin is not a controlled substance or scheduled drug. We reached out to several agencies. There was little information on potential abuse, although the National Institute on Drug Abuse pointed us to existing research, and the DEA says it is just beginning to receive calls.
I don't think that gabapentin abuse is on the CDC, the DEA, NIDA's radar, in part because we had this opioid epidemic.
Both experts stress that gabapentin abuse is not the next opioid epidemic, but they believe it is something to watch closely. We contacted 2 of the manufacturers of gabapentin, including Pfizer, which told us, quote, gabapentin is an important treatment option for their approved indications. I'm Heather Catallo, 7 Action News.
All right, thank you so much, Heather.